Hello everyone, it's Taylor Griffith, your Coolidge and Randolph reporter. For today's backstory, we're celebrating Juneteenth in Randolph, the first and only remaining historically black community in the state of Arizona. On Juneteenth, we celebrate the emancipation of African Americans from slavery in our nation some 150 years ago. It's a beautiful night tonight. It's particularly windy, which does not go well with banks, but the cloud coverage is providing some much needed cooling from the summer heat, so stick around, it's sure to be a fun night. 3 years into the Civil War, on January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation declaring all enslaved peoples of the Confederacy free. However, because word traveled so slowly, it wasn't until June 19, 1865, 2 years after the proclamation, that the final 250,000 enslaved African Americans in Texas were freed. Celebrations have taken place that night and every June 19th after in several parts of Texas and now the nation. Though slavery wasn't officially abolished until the ratification of the 13th Amendment on December 6, 1865, June 19th is still a day of commemoration when some of the final enslaved communities received word of their freedom. Though parts of the country have celebrated this day for over 150 years, it wasn't until 2021 that Juneteenth became a federally recognized holiday. Prior to that, many did not even know of the day's significance in our nation's history, which is why education on Black history in the United States remains so important. Saturday, June 18th, residents of Randolph held their third annual Juneteenth celebration in the heart of their historically Black community. Randolph was founded in the 1920s during the Great Migration, when 6 million Black people moved from the South to start a life in the West, East, and Northern states. This took place from the 1910s to the 1970s. Generations have remained in this town, and at Saturday's event, organizer Davina Mayfield said this celebration also signifies that Randolph is not going anywhere despite the level of industry that is currently flooding in on all sides of the small town. Childhood neighbors and best friends Mayfield, Angela White, and Jasmine Reese were crucial to getting everything together for this celebration, including tables from local vendors such as GMV Downtown Fashions LLC, homemade cosmetics producer Deshay the Brand, and fresh baked goods from the talents of Ebony Hodges at Creative Creations. Pinal County Hispanic Council was also at the event. There were several moving speeches given by Pinal County NAACP President Constance Jackson, ASU Social Change Agent and Faculty Fellow Dr. Kermit Brown, a poem performed by the daughter of one of Randolph's founding families, Gussie Taylor, and a brief word from Attorney Diane Post, who represented Randolph interveners in the recent hearings against the SRP gas plant expansion. Eva Acuna and James Mathis were honored as the night's Grand Marshals, as they are the longest living residents in Randolph. Local dance groups started by 5 friends and relatives called Dancers with Attitude performed that night, as well as the Jones family, 3 sisters, who sang and danced. The 3 organizers wanted to provide all food and drink for free that night and received donations from Shope's IGA, New Life Christian Center, NAACP Pinal County Chapter, Sierra Club, Stinger Welding, and many others in order to do so. Several Randolph families, including the White family, the Moore family, the Rushing family, and the Taylor families, all provided for the night as well.
In God we trust, obeying His command, trusting and believing, together we stand. In spite of what others may plan, no entity is able to take our land. Randolph hasn't received support from city, county, nor state. This 4th and 5th generation will not ever negate.
Well, that's all for me. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Pinal Central for more photos, videos, and news updates.